Woo! Welcome, welcome. Man, got about an hour for the Smoke City Modcast. And you guys are here with the coach. Okay? You guys are here with the coach. We're about to get this up and running. We about to get it up and running. See how many people gonna come in the house to listen to the coach. Got a couple people. You know we do what we do what we do when we do it. All right. Don't know how many people gonna come on the show, but it's cool. It is cool. So, folks, I don't know how many people are gonna hook up and get on the stream with me. Yeah, yeah, a lot of people doing live streams right now, but there's a certain someone. Oh yeah, and we're gonna have this talk about Gennady Golovkin and why this guy not fighting the best matchups, man. Why? You know, and people seem to think that coach, you just hate Triple G, you can't stand him, you can't, and that's not it, okay? I don't dislike Triple G. Matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. It's quite the opposite. I actually like Gennady Golovkin. I think he can fight, but the thing of it is, man, except this guy, he just won't take a tough matchup. He just won't. And when you've seen this guy in a fight, when you've seen him in a legitimate fight, okay, against a live dog, you see that, he struggles. That's what he does. I mean, you take David Lemieux, he was supposed to be doing Mexican style, and he wasn't doing Mexican style. Triple G was actually boxing, and not might I add, he did a good job of boxing. Okay, I thought he did. I thought he did a pretty good job of boxing, but he didn't get in and do the Mexican style like he said he would. Okay, that's just how that is. That's just the way that is. He ain't done it. So, I have to set back and I gotta, man, I just kind of have to tell y'all, man, that, yeah, despite all the things I've said about Gennady Golovkin, I've said a whole lot of things, okay? I think the guy can fight, but that's just it. The guy can fight. But, who is he willing to fight, guys, to really get through, to really get to have a legacy? Yeah, people are talking about money. And see, we got a lot of dumb people, man, that come to comment threads. They dumb because I just told them that I'm not going to talk anything about money, a fighter's money, because many of you guys, y'all not in their pocket, okay? Y'all not in their pocket. So, why are dudes? And I noticed this. Why are guys worried about what a fighter make? Like, is Triple G gonna, pay these guys a lump sum? I mean, is he gonna help them? I mean, is Triple G gonna financially do something for him? Like, seriously, guys, what what does Triple G have to offer? I mean, what is he gonna do for y'all? I mean, really sit and think about it. You know, and people get mad, they get upset, because I say something about Triple G. Like what? Come on, man. The best need to fight the best. Folks, that's how it is. Okay, my Triple G videos, they're not the videos of the past. What's up, Liam, Demetrius Barnes, GGG Hype? Yeah, Hype, man. LDBC, what is this? I got somebody trying to send me spam? Wait, okay, so the Triple G fans are sending me spam now? Huh, boy, amazing. Simply amazing, Triple G fans. Why would you do that to me? Why would you guys send me spam? That's just me, okay? Ed Harris, what's up, man? Robert Larios, GGG, what's going on, guys? Okay, I'm waiting on a guy. I'm waiting on Plashunga. Okay, I'm waiting on Plashunga, and him and I, we're supposed to discuss. Okay, we're supposed to discuss Triple G. We got to talk about him. He said that he can really, no, not you, Liam. I know you weren't. I'm just picking. I said maybe the Triple G fans probably sending me spam. Okay, get that release right, man. Get that release right. But yeah, I'm waiting on a guy named Plashunga. Okay, I'm waiting for him. I told him, what time, and I think he'll be here. He's an honorable guy. He said that he can debunk me in a few sentences about Triple G. Well, okay, I like to see him try. The thing of it is, man, I I was once a Golovkin fan. Okay, I actually was a fan of Golovkin. I really was. I was a big time fan of Golovkin when he first came out on the scene. And I'm like, this guy, he got good power. He's got a good jab. He really, does a good job in the ring, man. and Triple G has very, very good ring IQ. But then I started noticing something. I started noticing, wait a minute, this guy don't want to fight the best fighters. Like he's fighting these guys. They're very mediocre, okay, at best. And he's got Kell Brook and Danny Jacobs and Canelo Alvarez. And I don't really count Kell Brook that much, y'all, because Kell Brook was a welterweight when he fought him. He was a welterweight. And people, you have Golovkin fans that'll tell you, hey, well, you know what, Triple G, he fights. Kell Brook, he really is not a welterweight. Like I had Triple G fans telling me that he's really not a welterweight. Well, what has he been fighting at all this time? I mean, you tell me. I mean, is he a welterweight? I mean, I think he is a welterweight. I mean, what do you guys think? I thought Kell Brook was a welterweight. I thought Kell Brook was an extreme welterweight. I mean, how are we going to explain this? Okay, how are we going to explain this? Um, yeah, man. And these guys, we had some wars. Me, the Triple G fans, we had some wars on YouTube. And I'm talking about, man, I was launching full out attacks on these guys, man. I'm talking about, man, I was making rap songs about these guys. I was, calling these guys out one by one. Man, I was doing it all to these Triple G fans. And I tell you something, man, those guys used to get mad, man. They got mad as crap. But here's my thing, okay? Let's really get into, why I'm making this video. I'm probably going to be on, if he don't come on, the guy that, I'm supposed to be talking with and debating, then, we'll let it go. Willie Monroe Jr., gosh, he was he was undefeated when he met Golovkin, or I think he only had a loss. Martin Murray. Martin Murray was a okay fighter. He went 11 rounds with GGG. Martin Murray. Daniel Gill was terrible. Odama, Curtis Stevens, hot diggity dog, a blown up welterweight. Okay. Then you got Gabe Rosado. I mean, Gabe Rosado gets beat up by a lot of people, gets slapped around. Okay. You got a couple other people, man. You got a lot of people. You with me? Okay, yeah. He said the call was lost. Okay, still here. But anyway, you know, I think he fought a guy that's got like what 25 losses early in his career, but and he fought a Sheeta. Everybody remembers Sheeta. He beat the piss out of a Sheeta. He beat all these guys. He destroyed these guys. And people, oh, well, Triple G is this, Triple G is that, Triple G is the best. Triple G, triple, 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 triple. You know what? Forget triple. Who cares about triple? Okay. I mean, Jesus, man. IBO champion holder, WBA, WBC, okay, IBF. I mean, he holds these titles. And, my thing is, okay, now he's got some mandatories. Oh, he got some mandatories that can fight, y'all. But now him and Abel Sanchez, they're not screaming, okay? They're not screaming for these mandatories. They're not doing it. How you going to explain this? Smash that like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Like, why? I even asked Abel Sanchez. And this another thing, too. Many of these Triple G fans, they probably will never, ever talk to Abel Sanchez. They probably never. I talked to Abel. I spoke to him, and I asked Abel. I said, Abel, you got Jamal Charlo. He's a mandatory. So why not fight him? Oh, mandatories don't mean anything. Abel Sanchez told me, and I said, man, how you gonna say mandatories don't mean anything, Abel? When you said Dominic Wade was Triple G Sports mandatory, Abel Sanchez, how you gonna explain that? I asked him that, and he tried to explain it, but he really didn't explain it. Okay, he didn't. Abel Sanchez did a not so phenomenal job. Okay, yeah, Onyx Rager Thicket. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, I see y'all here tomorrow. Okay. We got you. Much respect, girl. Much love. But anyway, yeah. So we keep going. Okay. Yeah, we hate the guy. His fans are dumb. Okay. His fans are dumb. My jacket. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, he do got some dumb fans. He's got some dumb fans. Who was that? Oh, how you doing? All right. You had a good practice out there today. Anyway, guys, just finishing up a practice with some of these children. Yeah, man. Yeah, they should be fine, man. Boxing is sick, man. Boxing is really, really sick. Okay, Chonga, where you at, man? Where you at, Plashunga? Where you at, bro? Come on, man. You said you can do this, man. I gave you a time. Let me check too. I know I gave him a time because I told him. I told him what was up. And I'm not one of them people. I don't flake on times, man. I always try to be on time. Okay. Okay. I try to be on time. And I've already sent you the link. So let's not let's not. All right, I'll see you later, bro. Work on that release like I told you, son. Okay. I don't flake out on appointments. I don't do it. But yeah, let's keep it rolling. I'll just stay around to the mobcast. Come on. Hey, Joe Johnson, what's up, man? What's up? Yeah, Robert Larios. I thought Kell Brook was gonna, pull up an upset too. I actually thought he would, but it didn't happen, man. Triple G he's very smart. Triple G is a very smart fighter in the ring. He's very smart, and the guy knows how to deal with people. Okay, he knows how to deal with people that are faster than him. He knows how to deal with them. He knows how to cut them off. He knows how to cut the ring off, and he does a very very effective job of doing so. Okay, what you need? Okay, well let's go and get him on the phone. Guys, we're gonna get you a little. We're gonna pause y'all for a minute, but we got to keep this going. But anyway, we'll keep talking. Yeah, he's very effective. Okay, he's very effective. Triple G know how to cut. Go ahead, call. I got to multitask. Got to do two things at once. He's very effective in the ring. The guy can cut off the ring. He can, he can do things. He can take away some of your weapons, but it's about all he can do. He's flat-footed. He's slow, and you get a guy with a little bit of size that can deal with him. Then we'll be able to do it. All right, all right. How you doing, guys? Let me put you guys on pause for a minute. All right, y'all stay here. Okay. Gotta mute this microphone. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm still here, y'all. Yeah, it's time sensitive. What's up? Yeah. We will. Hold on, guys. Yeah, a lot of politics in boxing. Lots of politics. What's on? What's on? Hold on, guys. Okay. Hold on, guys. One more second. Where's Pashanga? Good times today, y'all. Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, folks. Sorry about that. Just got some news. One of my athletes. Yep, she just signed a national letter of intent. Well, she just got a scholarship. That's I think what this is athlete number 128. Okay. Athlete number 128 has signed a full scholarship to go to college. So y'all, it's good stuff. Sorry, folks left. That's okay. You'll come back. But yeah, guys, let's get back to it. Okay. Triple G. It's a lot of politics in boxing, y'all. It's a lot of politics in boxing, and the politics is what drive the sport. See, the sport need to drive the sport and not the politics. It's the governing bodies, is it's the promoters, and the fighters themselves. They got some say so, and they can fight who they want to fight. But see, you're gonna have to go through the governing body, the promoter, and it really is it's a farce, man. Trying to get these guys to fight each other, it's a farce. So what happens is we won't see guys like Triple G, Triple G fight. See me, see me, guys. I'm one of those people that Dana White is needed, okay? Because you know what a guy like Dana White will do? Yeah, you might not like his business practices. You might not like how he treat the fighters, but Dana White is going to make these guys fight, okay? He's going to make the best fight the best. That's how it works for him. And there's no other way around it. Best fight the best. You see the best matchups. It's not going to be all this legacy and all this other. I mean, it's not going to be all this waiting for the fight to marinate. It's not going to be all of it. It's going to be, pretty much. Okay, I won't forget it. All right, thank you. It won't be all this. Okay, Dana White, a guy like him, because he knows that the real money to be made is when you fight the best. That's the money. I don't care about a purse. I don't care about legacy. I don't care I don't care about his kids. I don't care about that stuff. I'm a fight fan. Okay, and at the end of the day, I want to see the best fight the best. And I think, okay, what they really don't have a product. If you tell me that, then you're gonna. It is Dominic. And if he is better than Charlo, then by what measures are we using? Okay. The only person on Dominic Wade's resume is Sam Solomon. That's the only person that I see that, that was a pretty good win. But Sam Solomon, he was actually old. He was older. Okay. He was older. So, I mean, yeah, okay. So Dominic Wade deserves a better shot. Well, it's all thing that they do in boxing called cherry picking. But see, I think Triple G, they're going to be wrong when it comes to Rayoto Murata. I think that they're going to cherry pick Rayoto Murata. I think Rayoto Murata and whoop the hell out of him. I think he is. I think he is. I think they're going to try to cherry pick Rayoto Murata. They're going to try to, and they're going to realize this guy's actually pretty decent. And Rayoto Murata could pull up the upset. Guys, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Rayoto Murata, he's a very good fighter. The problem is, man, is that you got guys like Tom Laughlin with his big nose. Okay, you got the governing body like Mauricio Suleiman. You got these guys. All these guys are in the way. They're standing in the way of these mega fights. They are, and they're looking at the fans. And see, these people they don't get some things. Wouldn't it be nice for all the fans, Mexican, Asian, Black, white, if pulled together and said, okay, you know what? We're not going to stand for this anymore. Okay, we're going to keep our money in our pocket. We'll do whatever, but we're going to keep our money in our pocket. And we are not going to give us the price we want. Do you know how? You know, see, we're in generation. Okay, we're in generation scared, and generation scared. The motto is to do everything that you can as long as you don't have to be challenged. That's generation scared. The motto for generation scared is you can do whatever you want. Just don't. You don't have to be challenged. You don't have. To. And generation they don't believe that's the right way to go. They believe that you got easy shortcuts, you got everything. But see now, Rayoto Murata, he's a mandatory, and I think Super G is a super champion. Okay, and I'm doing this off top of the dome, but guys, it's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting to the point where you have to. It's almost like you gotta, some guys. We don't to the top. Okay, you're not gonna Matthew Macklin your way to the top. You're not gonna Obama your way to the top. Okay, you're not gonna Gabe Rosado your way to the top. No, what works? You, okay, you're the fighter. You're gonna have to win the ring. You're gonna have to fight. And I think that's what these fighters are forgetting. Us fans, okay? We're fans. We're the fans. We're paying everything. We're paying this. Okay? Why not fight what's the guy? Oh, why not fight Trevian? You know, I had a he don't have much experience. Okay. So Durianchenko don't have that much experience. Okay? That's argument now. That's two arguments. If Durianchenko don't have much experience, I mean, how you gonna explain Fuganami? Okay? How you gonna explain that guy? How you gonna explain Tapia? How you gonna explain Nelson Tapia? If Yurchenko don't have any experience, you got to explain Nelson Tapia. Okay? I mean, you got to explain that guy. Because those guys got about, at the same time Triple G, when people are talking about those guys, they had about around the same number of fights. Or Markov, Mikhail Markov. How about that guy? I mean, explain Markov to me. Okay? You got to explain Markov. If you can't do that, then I ain't got nothing to say. How you going to explain it? Okay? I probably do keep cutting out. Yeah, my connection is not that great. My connection is not that great. Okay, let me see who we got. Waiting, waiting, waiting. You don't have my headphones. I gotta talk from the actual computer speaker. I mean, can you hear me now? Mr. Finesse, what's up? Can you hear me now, guys? Okay. Let me know if y'all just give me a holler, yo, or something if y'all can hear me. Okay. I keep cutting out on them, so I don't want to do that. Okay. I want to stay. But you got to explain Markov, okay? I mean, if Deryanchenko don't have no experience, you're gonna have to explain Markov to me. You got to explain Mikhail Markov. How are you gonna explain that, folks? How are you gonna explain that? And I keep saying it and saying it over and over and over, but it just don't resonate with Triple G fans. Okay, it just don't resonate with Triple G fans. It stuff don't resonate, man. They don't get it. They don't get that. Nobody's hating on Gennady. Nobody's hating on their man crush. We're not hating on him. Okay, what we're doing is we want this guy to fight the best. We want him to be in a competitive matchup, man. That's it. It's not even anything people hate the guy. I don't hate him. I mean, Triple G is a nice guy. He just got a bad resume. He's a good guy, a bad resume. That's it. Okay? That's it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm using a computer speaker, y'all, and normally I have my headphones, but I don't have my microphone. I don't have any of that. I'm outside at a practice. So I had to keep this appointment for 8 o'clock. I had to because I'm waiting on a Triple G fan to come on in here, man, and get this work. But you know, they don't want to work. He said I just thumb all your videos down. I guarantee you, man. You can thumb the videos down. That ain't gonna do nothing. You can't reason. You can't. Yeah, I know somebody would try to tell me that Mikhail Markov. I know they're gonna tell me that he was a credible fighter. Okay, I know you're gonna try, but you can't tell me. I'm not trying to hear. Okay, Jamal Charlo is his WBC mandatory. Okay, but Abe Sanchez. But a couple of years ago when they fought Dominic Wade, well, we had to fight Dominic Wade because he's Triple G's mandatory. So we can't get out of that fight or we'll get stripped. And y'all, like, guys, let me tell y'all something about these promoters. These promoters, they're connected. Okay, you guys need to understand that. They got connections in the world that we see and the world that we don't see. Okay? These promoters, they're very well connected. They can get stuff done. They can snap their fingers, and folks, they get it done. Yeah. Yeah, man, I know it's a connection. I don't know, man. I think because I'm outside, bro. I don't know, man. I don't have my microphone. I left that out today. I'll probably get off here in a few minutes though. Um, this dude ain't coming, man. This dude ain't coming. Sent the boy the link, and you Plashanga, you Plashanga. Okay, there he is. Yeah, Plashanga, what's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Hold on, man. I can't hear him. Hold on. I can't hear my boy. Hold on. Yeah, man. I've been waiting on this. Heck yeah. That's what
Can
I'm
you hear
talking about.
me?
The hell wrong with this microphone, man? Hold on. Yeah, man. I sent that link. All right, can't. Hey, Plashanga, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, man. I didn't think you was American, man. I thought you was a foreigner guy.
Well, the name's German, but I'm American. I'm American.
Okay. Well, man, let's go and get this thing rolling, man. So, yeah, man, you thumbed down all my videos religiously for years, man. I appreciate that.
Well, well, I'm glad that you have me on, Coach, because I do listen to all your videos, and I do thumb a lot of them down, and I do that because I have not once heard a Triple G fan on your channel once. Never. I've never heard any differing point of view. And I've been listening to you for a while now. It's crazy to talk to you.
Yeah, man. You got your Triple G hat on, man. I had to in your comments, man, because to be honest with you, man, and I gotta tell you this, man. You the only fan like I've talked to, man. I ain't got no racial slur from you. You here to just talk boxing, man. That's your thing.
That's not true, man. Most Triple G fans aren't racist, and you know that.
Man, come on. It's a majority of us, man. Hey, man, it's like it's one of them things, man. It's like a veil of evil, man. If I go to a channel, it's like, damn, I just went to the damn dark side, man.
Coach, on behalf of Triple G fans, though, I'd like to ask you a question. I would like to ask you a question. Okay.
Go for it.
um, does a fighter have to deserve his shot in order to get the title shot? Does he have to work for it? Does he have to earn it? Or does it simply matter who's the best? Should the two best in the division fight immediately? Or do people need to prove that they're worthy of the title shot? That's simple, right?
I think it's a combination of both. And I think it's a combination of, okay, who's actually doing well and who's done well, right? So if I have a fighter who is different, but he's fighting nobody, but he's fighting nobody, and he's in line for a title shot, well, how did he get the title? But then you got person A that's in the Hall of Fame. People who question everybody, and then they're coming up and they're beating that person. They're beating competition. Well, I think the person that's got the more formidable resume deserves a title shot. That's how it should be. I mean, that's
Does so? But do you believe, Coach? Do you believe that Charlo, off of beating Hugo Centeno, do you think he deserves the shot? Is that worthy of getting a title shot, beating Hugo Centeno?
okay. So I can do a counter punch like Floyd Mayweather and say, was Dominic Wade? I mean, how the hell did Dominic Wade? Like,
Dominic Wade was a mandatory. He was a mandatory, and he needed to fulfill that. And he was undefeated with a good knockout percentage. So what do you want, man?
oh man, Dominic Wade had what 18 fights, man. Pro fights.
Dominique Wade beat Sam Solomon, who's a solid guy. It's not like he was untested. He knocked down Sean Porter in the amateurs. Dominique Wade is not a bad fighter. I haven't seen him in a while.
Dominic Wade is a Dominic Wade. Come on, man. Damn well Triple G knocked the guy out. But he hit him on the gloves. Come on. Dominic Wade sucked, man. Come on. I can see if Dominic Wade got hit with a clean shot. This dude got hit on the gloves, man, and fell.
Man, the same thing happened to Vanis, though. Vanes just got hit. He got hit through his guard, and he got shook by it. I mean, the same thing happened. And
But
Vanes is a solid fighter, man.
yeah,
Vanes is a good fighter.
Bonus ain't had no fight in 2 years, man.
Oh, hey, man, he's still a name, though. What do you want from him?
Man, look, man, Triple G had a choice. Charlo, Deryanchenko. Okay, and now, okay, how you gonna explain your boy? You
Okay, you repeat that. I can't hear you.
It's probably my internet connection, man. I'm at a practice. I said, now he trying to fight Rayoto Murata, man. I like
Hey,
Rayoto.
good fighter. You know he's a good fighter too.
Yeah, Rayoto Murata is a good fighter, but let's is that the best matchup?
No, of course not. I want the Charlo fight, just like you, man. But I think that Charlo needs to earn the shot. I don't think he can get in. Why does Triple G have to put in all the hard work, fighting all these beasts? And he's been, you say he's a bum fighter. You say he's a bum fighter. Look at the KO percentage of his last 4 opponents and tell me that he's a bum fighter. He's been fighting nothing but killers, man.
Listen, like a black hole of bums, man. Look, man, you been working hard, and look, when is Triple G working this? Look, that's the caliber of the look. When he fought Odama, I thought he decapitated Odama. Okay, he knocked the he knocked a little Q, David Lemire, a whole nother side of his head, man. He was just boxing David Lemire. See, he got it. He got man. He got in the first 2 rounds. And I said, okay, this is what G was doing. When he fought Jake, it's time to prove, man. Come on, man. They're not. Then he got Canelo. But you got Dominic Reeves. I mean, you got Donald. He fought a guy named what? Mikhail Markov. He fought him, and that guy had the same amount of. But fans are saying, "Oh, well, Deryanchenko's not experienced."
He's not. Hey, who was Deryevchenko's last opponent? Can you name his last opponent for me? No, you can't. You can't name his last opponent because he was a bum.
Okay. Can you name on his Mount Erosion? Okay. Can you name the last fight he won?
Deryevchenko?
No. Can you name Bonus Mount Erosion's last fight that he won?
Off the top of my head?
Yeah.
I know he beat who's the African fighter Vanes beat back in the day? Very close fight. Was it Kasim Uma?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, Kasim Uma is a solid fighter, man, and you never give Triple G credit for beating Kasim Uma like he did.
Okay.
Hey, is that true or is that not true?
Okay. He's kind of, but I got to ask you again, man. Is he the best? Is he the best available opponent?
Is that on the fighter to find the killer, the boogeyman of the division? Or is it on the other guy to prove himself? Because I just don't think that off of one fight, I don't think off of beating Sebastian Highland, Charlo deserves the shot immediately. I think he's got to fight somebody. I want to see him fight Deryevchenko, man. I don't even above Jacobs. I want to see Charlo fight Deryevchenko. And why can't that happen? I wish we had a better connection, man. I can barely hear you. I can't hear you, coach. I might have to call you back, man. Yeah, I just hear nothing but. Well, hey, it was nice talking to you, coach. I can't seem to hear you now, but I'll call you back, man. Can you hear me, Coach? I guess that's it.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now you're coming through good. I couldn't hear you before.
Okay, yeah, I changed my connection, man. Okay, now what was the last thing you saying, guy?
I was just talking about Kasim Uma. I think that Kasim Uma was a really good fighter. Vanis barely. I think honestly, Vanis lost to him back in the day. But I think you never mention Kasim Uma when you're talking about Triple G opponents because you know he's a good fighter. You don't want to give him credit.
Oh, okay. So okay, now is that the only person I didn't? 'Cause, I gave him credit. I gave him credit for being. Actually, I gave him credit for Jacobs. I thought Jacobs won, but I still gave him the credit. Okay, I still gave him credit for beating Jacobs. Um, I'm not giving him
And
credit for nobody.
that was 2 fights ago.
Yeah,
He,
no, that was
he's
2 fights
a
ago when
fighter, but
that was 2 fights ago
go
when he
on.
fought. Oh, okay, no, okay, and I gave him credit for Canelo. I gave him credit for Canelo. I actually thought he won.
Hey, Coach,
Yes.
I haven't heard you do any really analysis of Triple G Canelo. I mean, you didn't really even think you didn't even mention who you thought won. You just kind of said you respected Triple G more, but you didn't really say your opinion on the matter.
Uh, yeah, no Golden Boy fights until Golden Boy addressed those emails, man. That's my beef with them.
Hey, man, I've been Coach. It's so crazy to talk to you now because I've been wanting to ask you all these questions for so long. But
Yeah,
do you really? I mean, does Oscar De La Hoya and those emails does that really piss you off so much, man?
yeah, man, because I was the one spending my dollars watching Canelo, man. And if you can't address the emails, and if that's your thought, towards black people, I put it like this, man. If that's his thoughts, man, then why spend my money and why talk about his fights? I don't have a problem with Triple G, and I had a problem with Abel Sanchez's 50 next. I had a problem with him, but then actually Triple G the person, I don't have a problem with him because he's actually a good guy. I just want this good guy to now get a great resume instead of having, well, a below average resume. I mean, and I think he can do it. And most of the fights are the people that I want him to fight. He can actually beat those fighters. So you got to remember, I was a Triple G fan long before Triple G became the person who he is. I was a fan, but I started noticing, man. Okay, well, he got an opportunity to fight this guy, but then he fights a guy over here that's a little bit easier to beat than the guy that I wanted him to fight. You know, and I'm feeling like well, damn, when is this guy gonna really step it up? And so when he fought David Lemieux, I said, okay, so he's on the right path. He's fighting a heavy puncher. He boxed David Lemieux good. Then all of a sudden, then we get Dominic Wade. And then I start thinking, what fourth dimension of PD's hell did the devil send this guy Dominic Wade from? Because Dominic Wade got sent just to be an ass whoop. That's what he got. So I'm like, well, no, man, I can't do it, man. I cannot do it. I can't be. I can't even fathom trying to just be a huge Triple G fan. I can't do it, man. If this guy, okay, if he get in there, he beat up the Charlos. Okay, he go smack Billy Joe Saunders around, a guy who was scared of him, and now Triple G don't want to fight him. If he go in there, he go around. Okay, then he kind of ended off, and I'll say if he ended off with I don't know, Billy Joe Saunders, Jamal Charlo. See, I'm a Rayoto Murata fan, man. I'm a fan of him, but I I, I don't think Rayoto is ready for a Triple G. I don't think
I
he's.
agree. I don't really want to see it, even though I think it's a good fight. Because it's kind of a foredrawn conclusion. You know, I do ideally want to see the Charlo fight because it's a fascinating fight. But you understand about boxing, man, about being realistic. It's like you can't fight the best guy every time. Back to back to back to back hard fights, man. I mean, is Vanis really like a step? If Vanis is a step down, Vanis is a solid fighter, and
Uh,
Triple G just fucking steamrolled them.
I don't think he was solid that day, man. He
Well,
not.
hey, man, I've been wanting to ask you this, man. What do you think about the quality of opponent of Terrence Crawford?
Joe Horn?
No, not his previous opponents. Do you think that they've been up to the level of Terrence Crawford, or do you think that it's just a weak division and Terrence is just picking off these guys?
I think his best opponent is Diaz. Felix Diaz was a dog. He fought Yuriokas Gamboa, who was, gave him a pretty tough challenge.
Yeah,
I
and he fought him in prime, which you got to give him credit for. That was his prime. That was the best version of him that we will ever see again because now he's done.
Yeah, and he fought Ndongo, which I thought Ndongo was actually he was doing pretty good, man, until he ran into Crawford. I thought
He was.
Ndongo was a quality opponent. And he beat
I
him
did.
down, man.
I did.
And
I thought Ndongo was a quality opponent, but 7 knockouts, man. 7 knockouts. He didn't really have any power to get any respect, and that's what
yeah,
I.
but
I mean,
he was winning though, see, and he was on a nice little win streak before he ran into Crawford. And then I thought Postal was a good fighter, and some people were actually picking Postal to beat Crawford, and he went in there, he dominated Postal. I think Terrence Crawford was actually too good. He was too good for the division he was in, and that's when it was time to actually move up and let's go and give himself a challenge. That's what fighters supposed to do, man. They're supposed to. If they're not being challenged, you're supposed to move up, or you're supposed to want to put yourself in a challenge. Now I agree, you can't fight every fight back to back a tough fight. You can't do that, but every fight shouldn't be okay. Well, who wins this fight? Oh, damn, or Triple G. There need to be some 60-40s in there. There needs to be, even, what? Even I'd even take a 70-30 with Triple G because you know why? That means that he's going to be challenged for 30% of the time. But in every fight, man, it's like, oh, damn, this is a 100% chance Triple G going to win. Well, I mean, come on, man. Come on.
not with Canelo, man. With Canelo, Vegas had the odds pretty much even. I mean, that was a 50-50 fight, man. That was one fight ago, you know.
Well, now one thing that I give. See, I don't like the fact, man. I think Charlo he need to go ahead, and if Triple G is really that good, because you remember Triple G said I'll fight anybody. That's what he said.
He
As
didn't
soon
say
as
he
he,
was gonna duck
uh,
Charlo. He said he wanted to fight Charlo. He said he wanted to fight everybody.
but that's what he's saying. But then I asked Abel Sanchez myself. I said, Abel, Charlo mandatory. How you gonna explain it? Abel told me flat out mandatories don't matter. I'm like, wait a minute, man.
That's
What do you mean
illegal, man.
mandatory don't matter? That's what he told. That's what Abel Sanchez told me. I called in and I said, Abel, Charlo's your mandatory. You still owe this guy, but you still owe him one. He's a WBC mandatory. So, I mean, you said you'll fight anybody.
Wait, when I hear Abel talk about Charlo, I hear what all Triple G fans just want. All he says is that he wants Charlo to fight somebody. He wants him to really show that he's the best. You know? Is that so much to ask, man? Is it so much to ask that he gets one good win at middleweight before he starts getting above himself, you know?
Did Willie Monroe, I remember, did Willie Monroe to deserve a fight against Triple G?
So do you between Atlantes Fox and Hugo which is Andre's last opponent, and Centeno Jr., who do you think is the better of those two fighters?
Between who?
Between between uh between Hugo Centeno and what was the other guy who just fucking Hugo Centeno, and I just said it. God damn it! What did I just say? What did I just say?
you gonna sit down, and then you got to think about it. You got
Well, well, okay. Let me ask you this: do you think that Terrence Crawford needs to fight a power puncher? Because that's the one. That's really the one style I haven't seen Crawford deal with. I haven't seen him fight a 30-plus knockout guy.
I tell you what, if that's the best guy out there, if that's the best guy out there, yeah, I want to see him fight him. Okay, my thing is I want to see competitive matchups. See, I'll tell you this, man. I do a lot of MMA videos. I do those, and they're putting those ladies in there, man. They gotta fight tough fights, man. The champion, they don't get tough fights, man. They don't get people that the outcome is predictable. The outcome is unpredictable. You don't know, but I know boxing, MMA, are two different stories. You're talking about guys that's heavy-handed versus, I understand that, but I think with Crawford, if there's a guy that's out there that says, well, I'm better than Crawford, now whoop Crawford's ass. Well, Crawford need to fight that guy. Okay, that's the guy that's got
So,
the resume, that's knocking people out. Go fight him. Go prove that you're the best. Go prove it.
Coach, do you think Joe Horn is a cherry pick?
I thought Pacquiao tried to, but after seeing how he fought Pacquiao, I thought Jeff Horn won that fight. I thought Jeff Horn
You
won the
you don't
fight.
think Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn?
No, I think Jeff Horn won. And I think Jeff Horn went in and bullied Pacquiao all around the ring, and he really manned up. And Pacquiao thought that this was going to be a cruise of a fight, but Jeff Horn, he's big, man. He's a big guy. He's very formidable, and he throws punches. And Jeff Horn is not a clean fighter. He's a dirty fighter, and you're
There,
not going to beat. Okay, you're not going to defeat a fighter like Jeff Horn. I mean, you're not going to defeat Pacquiao being clean. So yeah, Jeff Horn bullied him around the ring, slapped him around, elbowed him. I mean, he did all kind of stuff to Pacquiao, but he did what he had to do to get that win.
a lot of people think that Pacquiao got robbed.
I mean, it was a close fight. So I don't. I think if fights are close, I don't think they're robberies. I think judges can get it wrong, but
You,
in a
you remember
close fight,
you remember the judge's scorecard, right?
yeah, they had one scorecard was out of whack though.
One card nearly gave Horn every round, man. It was a hometown decision.
Yeah, now that was wrong. I mean, I'm agree with you. So I'm not disagreeing with everything you say, man. That I agree. I don't think Pacquiao lost by a while. I gave it 75 for Horn. It was 75 for
Well,
Horn.
I give Horn a 0% chance of upsetting Crawford. That is a 0% chance. That's not a 1% chance. That's a 0% chance of happening. So why are we even having that fight? Why is Crawford even? I mean, I understand he got the Pacquiao win, so now he's got the big name, but it's a cherry pick, man. If you've seen Horn's last fight with Cochran or whatever, it was horrible. It was awful. Terrible
Oh,
fight.
okay. So then you got to tell me then, if Jeff Horn is a cherry pick for Terrence Crawford, I mean, I got to hear you explain this. What was Dominic and what is Ryota Marata? You got to explain it.
Man, you can't even say that, man. Ryota Murata only has one loss, and that was a robbery. That was a robbery loss to a good fighter who he avenged the loss and stopped him in the rematch to a good fighter.
Okay. So again, Ryota Marata only got 15, 16 pro fights. The guy, but
Hey, Coach, how I see it is I think a lot of racist fans, they look at Ryoto and they say, oh, he's Japanese. That's what they say. Oh, he's a bum. He's Japanese. I don't like that.
I've never heard one person, one video call this man a bum because he's Japanese. Come on, man. Never.
But that's boxing, man. I think that the people don't have enough respect for Japanese fighters. So I think it's disrespectful to say that Ryoto shouldn't be in the conversation. He shouldn't be up there. He's top
Okay.
10.
Okay. I
He's top
got you. I'm with you completely. So,
So
okay,
if Triple G fought Ryoto, I'm not going to have a huge problem with it. I don't want that fight as a fan, but I mean, that's a good fight.
I think Jamal Charlo is a better option, man. I think he is.
Sure.
Well, number one, if we comparing, and I asked you about Dominic Wade, okay? And Dominic Wade fought Sam Solomon. Sam was past his prime. He put up a good fight, but Dominic won the fight. But I mean, if you look at both their resumes, I think Jamal Charlo got a better resume, man. I think I mean, what he beat J Rock, man. I mean, he knocked J Rock smooth the PG-13 channel out. Okay,
Yeah,
knocked out J.
how good was J Rock really? How good? Like in hindsight, J Rock has had a couple tough fights since that. How good was he? We won't ever know. I don't think.
But that's a couple of tough. That's a couple of tough. That's a couple of tough fights, man. But see, look at that, man. How many tough fights, man, has the people he trying to fight, man? I mean, how many tough fights has Ryota Murata had? To me, his toughest fight was against Hassan and Dom. It was a good
Yeah,
fight, man. Good fighter, and he got robbed. I thought he won both fighters, but you got J Rock. J Rock's a tough fighter. I remember J Rock fighting what Ishe Smith. Okay, I remember him
yeah.
fighting him, man. That was a tough fight. I mean, I'm
Hey
I'm
man,
kind of good.
Charlo has a really underrated resume. He has a really good resume. If you just look through his history, he's been fighting solid guys since he started. And, Charlo's a beast, man. But he's a beast at 154. Okay, I think he's got to prove himself. You don't see in the UFC, guys just jumping. I mean, unless they're Conor McGregor, just jumping up weight classes, fighting the champion. They
Hey,
really have to prove themselves in the UFC. They don't have to do that in boxing.
okay. Wait. You saying Jamal Charlo's a 154 guy?
Yeah, he was a 154 guy.
He's a 160 guy now.
Now he's a 160 guy. Barely.
So, so let's fight. Let's get that fight going. I, you know, I can even deal with a Billy Joe Saunders. I can deal with him fighting Billy Joe Saunders. So
Man,
I mean, my
Joe
thing is,
is a disgrace, coach. The one thing when I heard you I remember when you started semi defending Billy Joe Saunders.
I
And
was blasting him for saying that Triple G can beat everybody on the same night, him and everybody else.
he's
I
a
got a video.
he's a disgrace to boxing, Billy Joe Saunders. He needs to be stripped immediately. I don't know how he avoids all these fighters.
But see, he trying to fight D fighter now. He trying to fight Gennady Golovkin. He trying to get Triple G to get in there and get some work.
Ducking, man. What is this Martin Murray bullshit? What is this? Oh my, I got a hand injury now, so let's push that back farther, and maybe I'll fight you in June. It's like he's ducking, man. Abel Sanchez is 100% right. They're never gonna unify because Billy Joe Saunders is a coward.
Come on, man. You believe Abel Sanchez? Abel Sanchez is a promoter. He was lying today. Well, he was never telling the truth, but he's
Sure.
lying today. He's lying tomorrow. He lied yesterday. He lied. He's gonna lie in the future. He's gonna look. Come on, man. Abel Sanchez talking out his neck. But the thing of it is, man, Billy Joe Saunders want the action now. Okay, I don't disagree. Billy Joe Saunders, I think he waited Triple G out because 18 months ago he said that I won't fight Triple G for another 18 months. That's what Billy Joe Saunders said. And then he also said that Triple G can beat me and every other 160 pounder in the same night. So he said that too. But now, what about now? Billy Joe Saunders got some heart. Okay, he got some
No,
heart.
he doesn't.
He,
He doesn't. He had the chance to take the May 5th date. He had the chance. And now this injury all of a sudden, now we start hearing about this injury and that he's going to need that he committed to fighting Martin Murray. You heard him. Did you hear him say that he gave Martin Murray his word that he would fight him, and now he's got to keep that. This is some bullshit, man. That's absolute cowardly bullshit.
yeah, I don't know, man. I think the offer would have been good enough. I think Billy Joe Saunders would have took the offer because I mean, the money would have been good. I think he would have took that off.
Yeah, maybe for 7 million. Maybe he gets an Anthony Joshua check.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It seemed
I
like he wasn't too because Billy Joe Saunders offered his services, man. He did. Charlo offered it. Demetrius Andrade offered his services, but he tried to get O'Sullivan, and that didn't work. They turned O'Sullivan down. And then there was another guy who was a mandatory. Now get this. So how does a governing body say you can't fight a mandatory or a guy that's supposed to be taking the fight? I think what's his name? What's his name? Hispanic guy. I remember his name.
Gilberto
Yeah,
or
he was next in line to fight Triple G. Or
uh
he was supposed
Hispanic.
to fight. Yeah, it was a Hispanic dude. They turned him down. Then they turned. Well, O'Sullivan, he said it wasn't enough money. So it's like,
Jaime,
well,
Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia.
that's who it is. That's who it is.
I was,
That's who
okay,
it is.
I will admit, I've never been more embarrassed as a Triple G fan, and that was the low point. Jaime Munguia.
I was like, man, come on, man. You don't have to fight this guy. Come on, this guy's nobody.
Oh, he
I
was like
mean,
21. It's like, are you serious? He's like a 21-year-old guy who's never fought anybody. And it's like, that's why I was so glad they finally got Vanes, you know? I mean, on short notice, they could have done worse. They could have done worse.
yeah, they tried to do O'Sullivan worse. They tried to do that guy first.
O'Sullivan's not
They
still, you know,
they
I
tried
mean,
to do worse.
O'Sullivan's stopping people.
Where he's stopping him at the coffee shop, man. Um, I just gotta ask you, man. He's stopping him at the coffee shop, man. Because good grief, man.
Come
I
on,
mean,
man. That mustache. You know that mustache would make a good poster.
hot diggity dog, man. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know, man. Uh,
Could be
I,
worse than O'Sullivan, but I agree. I want in this next fight, I don't want to see Triple G take a step backwards. I don't want to see him fight the Ryota Muratas of the world. I don't even really want to see him fight Canelo, but I think he's going towards that direction. He's gonna fight Canelo again, make us wait all the way till September, which I don't like.
yeah, it's a money fight, man. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be the biggest payday of his career, man, for the rematch, and they had it all set up, man. Oscar De La Hoya. Anytime Oscar's involved with anything, you pretty much know that it's something wrong, man. Whenever he's
I,
involved.
I I have to apologize because I have been defending Oscar De La Hoya on your channel, and he just took it one step too far. And I don't even know how he's still. I don't know how he isn't a disgrace. I don't know how all of his fighters haven't left him already. I don't get it.
Yeah, you talking about them kitchen utensils?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
What
man.
what was it? The handle of something or
He stuck a special up there, man. He's flipping eggs in his ass. I don't know. He yeah, he stuck a spatula up his butt, man.
I
And then
can't
he
believe
took some,
I thought he was just cross dressing, but I guess it was a lot worse than I thought, man.
yeah, incredible, man. He trying to do a whole lot of recruiting and trying to get other fighters, man. But yeah, man,
How
that fight was
how can
disappointing.
anybody respect him? I just don't get it.
Yeah,
How aren't people ashamed to be around this guy?
yeah. Okay, we'll get some comments, man. My man, Mr. Doc said, "Hey, it's fans like you to man, being a Golovkin fan, hard work."
God damn, Mr. Doc, that
Okay,
guy.
so you know what? I don't think he is bad. I'm gonna tell you, man. Actually, I'll comment back and forth to you, man, because I don't know, man. It's just the whole racial element thing that you don't get into. I've never seen you do it. I've never. You just talk boxing, man. So I
Well,
can respect somebody who disagree, but you just want to talk boxing, man. That's it.
well, Coach, I was originally I was more of an MMA fan. I grew up with Chuck Liddell and Randy Couture, and that's sort of where my focus was.
Damn.
Um, and in MMA, I think you understand this. Race is less of a component in MMA for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen so many races in my life becoming a boxing fan. I don't know why. It's disgusting.
Well, you can kind of tell certain people, man, but they just disagree with you, and they may not like you, but they just disagree, man. And you can just see people that just don't, man. That's yeah. We've argued, man. We've been arguing for years, man. And it's kind of crazy, man. Man, this guy's for Sean. He's a lot of fun, man. Let me just poke fun at him. Let me just mess with him, man. But it's no hate, man. It's just been back and forth, man. And and I can have a respect for you because you do come on, you voice your opinion, and you disagree with my opinion, and that's fine. It's cool, but we're talking boxing, so it's not like destructive, man. So I don't mind talking boxing with anybody, man.
Well, yeah, man, and I want to see you. I want to see you have more of these conversations. I want to see you. Invite on the opposite point of view. Even if you were talking to some racist man, some
No,
precise presenter types. Some
I'm
straight. Like I want white people to win every time.
Nah,
But
man.
I think you just it would be an interesting conversation.
I don't think I have much to say to him
I know, I
because some
understand. I understand. He's kind of a creep. I get it.
yeah, some things you can't do, man. You can't, and some
He's
things is hard, man. If a
man, he
person,
does what you do sometimes. I think you troll sometimes just to get a rise out of people. You do, obviously, coach.
with the Triple G fans, it's fun, man. We've had some classics, man. The mental disease called Triple G fans. It's been a lot of classics, man. And but yeah, man. Um, yeah, man. So yeah, I kind of I deal with the boxing fans. That's all I deal with, man. The people that want to talk boxing or just talk fights, man. It don't say I'm not really one of those people, man. That okay, God, he's a white guy. Well, hell, he's right. No, I don't think like that. It's just you want to talk boxing, cool. No problem. You know, and I've seen you on other channels, man. I've never heard you say anything that was off the wall to me. I've never seen it. Now, I don't know if you have, but I've never seen it. But yeah, man,
Well,
I enjoyed talking to you about Triple G. I enjoy it because I know that you're gonna talk boxing, man. You're gonna talk boxing and give me points of view. That's what I like.
well, coach. At heart, I think you're the same way, and that's why I do respect you. You're one of the few LDBC channels I am subscribed to. I listen to a lot because you do give good analysis. But I think you are. I mean, we all have biases. We all have biases, you know. And I really respect that you admit the black fighters look like me. I naturally root for them. It's not because I'm racist, it's just because of the natural feelings that we have. As race is bullshit. Of course, it's all fake. But uh, you're honest. A lot of people just want to pretend that they're just so not racist or whatever, but they're not real. I respect that, coach. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, because I've been pushing for a while to get somebody who's just a GGG fan and we can just have a conversation, talk. Because yeah, I'm probably never gonna be satisfied with his resume. I'm probably never gonna be satisfied with some of the opponents.
Unless he knocks out Charlo, right? Or fights Charlo. If he fights Charlo, well, what are you gonna say?
It's just respect, man, because he's seeking that legacy. He's seeking that, man. And see, a guy that fights so well, shouldn't fight below his level, man. You got to fight at your level. And he's 36, man. He's 36, and after a while, man, the legacy talk's gonna happen. And if he's the best, man, it's step up, man. See, if I'm his trainer, you know what I tell him? I look at him and I go, look, man, look, you made a lot of money. Okay, you made a lot of money. Now let's go start some of these people for legacy. And really, when you fight for legacy, and if you're beating people, the money is gonna be there anyway. You're gonna get more money because everybody know now that you got a reputation of beating the best guys. People gonna want to pay for that. So instead of getting 1.3 million, views, he can get what, 5 to 6 million views in a day because people are know, oh, he's trying to fight the best. But some of the stuff, man, that see, he's saying one thing, then he's doing, and then he's saying so, and then the whole something better than Bernard Hopkins. It was crap, man. Wait. You look at B Hop resume, man. He got Tito Trinidad. He got Oscar De La Fishnet pantyhose on him.
Okay,
I
coach.
mean, he got
Coach, I'm
Jones.
glad you brought this up. How is Tito Trinidad different from Kell Brook? Just explain that to me. How is that different?
Okay, who is Kell Brook fought? Who has he actually fought? The toughest person on his resume. Before he fought Triple G was Showtime Sean Porter. That's it. Kell Brook
That's a
fought a
good
guy.
win. Really good win.
Kell Brook fought a
That was
guy. I swear.
Sean Porter. That's not a worn down Sean Porter like we see now. That was prime undefeated Sean Porter, and Kell Brook boxed the hell out of him.
Tell me something, man. How does Kell Brook fight a guy with 80 losses? Okay, have a trilogy with a guy with 80 losses. How you gonna explain that? No, man.
Hey,
Kell Brook.
he's
No,
just
man.
awkward, man.
You can't compare Trinidad to Kell Brook, man. You can't. No, the resumes are like night and day. Kell Brook literally fought a trilogy with a guy with 80 losses. I kid you not. He fought a guy a trilogy.
How big was B Hop in comparison to Tito? Okay, how did you see those two on fight night? That was ridiculous. That was absurd.
How big was Gennady Golovkin in comparison to Curtis Stevenson? A blowed up. Come on, man. I
Hey,
mean,
going back to Curtis Stevenson now. Hey, you used to be a Curtis Stevenson fan, man. You kind of threw him underneath the bus.
uh, you throw him under the bus, man. You can't throw him under the bus, man. But no, but I'm with you, man. What I'm trying to say is, man, is like okay, he's not B Hop, man. He's not on B Hop level, man.
Well,
He's
hey,
not.
man, who's on B Hop's? What does that even mean, man? Do we all have to fight till we're 51 to prove that we're like B Hop?
Nah, man. It's what B Hop did. It's what Bernard Hopkins did in the ring, man.
Hey,
Who hit?
look at B Hop's record when he was 36-2-2. Okay, that's what Triple G's record is basically at right now. I mean, in terms of the number of fights. And tell me if he had the same quality fights that he
The
had.
what more than quality? Look, man, the guy fought Roy Jones Jr., man.
Right now,
Okay,
at 36-2-2, B Hop had a better resume than Golovkin right now.
absolutely, absolutely. Matter of
No,
fact, absolutely, absolutely.
was his
Yes, he
win.
sure did.
Now, I know he fought Roy Jones and lost, but who was his best win?
And he also beat Roy Jones. He also beat Roy Jones once. Okay, and he fought Tarver. Okay, he fought those guys. So listen. Okay, so you telling me, give me somebody on Gennady Golovkin's resume. Okay, who's better than Roy Jones Jr.? Who's better
I've
than
never seen somebody fall so fast as Roy Jones.
Okay, but Roy Jones was a competitor. He beat William Joppy, man.
Okay. Solid name. That's one solid name. Danny Jacobs beats the fuck out of William Joppy. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. William Joppy. Not okay. That's a solid name. Oscar de la Fishnet Pantyhose. Winky Wright.
Oh,
Okay.
come on now. That was third, man.
Wait a minute. Winky Wright is not a solid opponent. Come
He's
on,
okay.
man. Come on.
I'm saying he's okay. I'm just saying that he's not. That's like a Martin Murray type name. That's not really that good.
What? Martin Murray. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Martin Murray.
Sergio Martinez.
Yeah. I'm having too much fun with this. Man, look, man. Come on, man. Nah. Okay. What about Jermaine Taylor or Pavlik?
Jermaine Taylor, come on now. I mean, okay, he was the first unified champion in a long time. But, okay, he didn't beat Jermaine Taylor very impressively. And Jermaine Taylor, man, what can we say about Jermaine Taylor? He's a head case, okay? Getting stopped 3 times in the 12th round. I mean, what can we say about Jermaine Taylor?
That was later in his career, man. You were getting toward the end, man. See, I thought when he got beat up by Pavlik, it was the beginning of the end because his career started flip flopping back and forth, man. It started flip flopping, and then when he started getting older in age, he started getting knocked out even worse, man. He started having these head problems. But actually, he beat a couple of guys. I remember him fighting. I remember he fought Pavlik. I remember he fought Solomon, and then he just went crazy. I remember him fighting those guys. I remember those fights. I remember Abraham. I remember all of those guys, man. But
yeah, and good fighters, but like, come on, Kelly Pavlik, man. I hate when people start talking about Kelly Pavlik versus Triple G. That's absurd, man. Kelly Pavlik, what level was he on, really?
Yeah, Kelly Pavlik, he was the champion, man. He was the IBF.
But he was kind of a cherry.
Kelly Pavlik, man. Look, the dude only lost twice, man. He only lost twice.
Yeah, he just got so embarrassed, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I feel sore about that.
Kelly Pavlik only lost twice, man. I mean, come on. You gotta explain it.
Come on, I'm talking about styles right now. Was Kelly Dominique Wade only lost once. So what does that say?
Dominique Wade was the guy who got knocked out by getting hit on the gloves. Did you see Kelly Pavlik blocking punches, man? They not knocking Kelly Pavlik out, hit him on the gloves. Only Dominic Wade's ass got knocked out with a. How you gonna explain that, man?
Who's Beibut Shumanov? Where's Beibut Shumanov? Was he a champion at some point, or
Bernard was 50 years old when he fought that guy. Look, man, Bernard don't need to be taking himself place. You saw what happened when Bernard Hopkins fought that young, hungry Joe Smith, got knocked out the damn ring. Look,
that was when he was 51. That was when he was 51, not 50, 51. Okay, let's not.
He fought Shumanov when he was 50, man.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He fought him when he was like 40, 48 or something, 47.
Dude, that's still almost 50, man.
So is
Look,
that okay? That's the
he still
excuse. You're gonna use his age as an excuse for fighting
man,
bums. As a,
look, that on Bernard Hopkins' resume, guy. I mean, you got to stop. Those are probably the only suspect opponents, man. And still, okay, he still had enough nerve to get in there with Kovalev. Okay, people was ducking Sergey Kovalev. Okay,
hey,
all right?
yeah, sure, yeah.
People
Which
was people was ducking Kovalev. He got in there. Okay, I don't like B Hop. I don't like him. I don't like that Bojangles. I don't
I
like
don't
him.
I don't
But
like. I mean, I don't really like him either. But you got to respect him. I respect B Hop over everyone. I mean, he's the most
look,
impressive human being in boxing.
Triple G got nothing on Hopkins, man. There's nothing you can say. Okay, look, man, look.
I can
Hopkins,
say at this point in his career, Triple G has a better resume than at the same point when B Hop was 36 and
hell
when
no,
Triple G was 36. Who has the better resume? That's not
nah,
even a
man.
question.
Man, you know what? Triple G wouldn't even fight Howard. He wouldn't even fight a guy of the caliber of Howard Eastman, man. He wouldn't even do that, man. Look, man. Bernard Hopkins' resume when he was 36, man. It completely look, man, dude. When he was in that era, look, he had already fought William Joppy, man. He had already fought Joppy. Come on, man. Fighting guys like Trinidad, man. Stop. Okay,
Okay, he also lost his
Joppy and
first.
Trinidad. Joppy and Trinidad, man. Joppy and Trinidad right now trump everybody on his resume. And then
You
if you throw
serious? You think
do what?
Joppy and Trinidad trump Canelo?
Do I think Joppy and Trinidad? Yeah, absolutely. Because okay, let's look at Canelo resume. Okay, he
Yeah,
fought
let's look
Laura.
at his
Okay,
resume.
he fought Laura. Look, he fought Laura. He fought Trout. He fought Mayweather. Okay, and he fought Triple G. Okay, 2 wins, 1 loss, and a draw. Okay, now 2 wins, 1 loss, and a draw. B Hop beat Joppy. Okay, he beat Trinidad. He beat De La Hoya. He beat he beat them he beat Wright. Trying to think. He beat Pavlik. Okay, he beat them guys, man. He beat a lot of them guys. I'm trying to remember. I used to watch B Hop, man, when I was a kid, man. I used to watch him. Man, I was watching B Hop damn in the late 90s and the early 2000s. I was watching B Hop, man. And I remember him beating Winky Wright, man. Come on, man. Who on Canelo's resume is better than Winky Wright?
Come on, man. What? Who's Mayweather?
Uh,
Go on. Okay.
uh,
Canelo's resume. Josecito Lopez. I don't know.
okay, Jose Cito. No,
You don't
no,
give him credit for that.
no. Come on, man.
Okay. How about Liam Smith?
No. Beefy? No. Come on,
What?
man. He pulled the guy out, man, with Beefy, 154 pounds. Canelo was squeezing into his own catch weight at 155. Come on, man.
How about Khan?
Try again. Amir Khan? Nah, come on. He spit on
Or
Khan.
what?
Come on, he spit on Khan and knocked Khan out. And I think you're trolling me now.
I'm just saying, Canelo. I'm not a fan of Canelo, but his resume is what it is, man. It's he's got a lot of names on Shane Mosley. Never mentioned Shane Mosley at 19 years old. He's fighting Shane Mosley. What is that?
And Shane was what? How old was Shane? What, 36, 35?
He was not. Canelo was 19. He's Ryan Garcia's age, and he's fighting Shane Mosley.
See, again, was Shane Mosley in his prime?
No, of course not. But Shane Mosley is a good fighter.
How many fighters in B Hop career has he fought in their prime? A whole lot of them. Oh, man.
Like who? What?
He fought
Who
Trinidad.
did he fight?
He fought
No, he
Trinidad in his prime.
had him in his prime.
He fought
It
Oscar
was
De La Hoya in his prime.
Trinidad had so many hard fights before Hopkins, but
Man,
okay.
he fought Hopkins back in 2000, man. He fought, I think he's 2000 or 2002, man. No, man, them guys was in their prime, man. Come on, man. I know a little bit of history, man.
How about John David Jackson? Do you give him credit for beating John David Jackson?
Yeah, B Hop, yeah, I give him credit for that one. Ponytail
See,
man.
I mean, I'm really not trying to talk trash about B Hop's record because obviously it's the most ridiculous boxing resume. I mean, we're ever going to see in this generation. I mean, it's like a boxing resume from 50 years ago. It doesn't make any sense.
Come on, man. This dude beat champions at 50, man.
Okay, I want to ask you that. You consider B Hop's style? Do you consider that to be a legitimate style? Is low blowing, which that was part of his arsenal, headbutting? Do you consider these things to be legitimate tactics, and do you think that matters at all when judging?
I think some judges overlook it, man. I think they do. I think they don't look at it, but I think B Hop did what he had to do to win. I mean, that's what Canelo did. He punched Mayweather in the nuts. Marcos Maidana punched Mayweather in the nuts. I mean, I think fighters do what they got to do to win. I mean, look at Orlando Salido when he fought Lomachenko. Okay, Orlando Salido roughed him up, man. He was dirty. Matter of fact, Orlando Salido broke. Okay, he broke the rules in that fight multiple times to beat Lomachenko. You can't beat
Or
guys like that.
yeah, or Ward Kovalev, man. I mean, hey, I mean, at first I didn't give Ward full credit, but listen, Ward taught me something. Ward taught me something about life. He taught me what it means to be real. He taught me what it means to really really want the win. Um, do I respect Ward? Not really. I mean, I don't respect that style, but I respect his resume. I respect him stopping because Kovalev fans want to make excuses. No, Kovalev, you got stopped. You got stopped, and you're lucky that the ref saved you.
Yeah, man, it's the Kovalev. Yeah, taught a lot about perseverance, man. Because getting hit by Cole, he could have stopped the first fight. He could have stopped,
Could have.
but he got back
He,
up and kept fighting, man. Because
I thought he lost.
a lot of guys take them licks, man. They sit down because Kovalev, they don't want to get hit no more, man. But nah, Ward got up, man, and he fought, man. He could have easily said I got caught, and I couldn't go no more. But nah, man, he put it in, man. You know, so
I mean, he
yeah.
taught Kovalev is a better fighter now. I think that's something about low blows, man. They change you.
I don't know. I don't think them. I think he hit him on the belt line, man.
Come on,
Cause they
that stoppage.
Yeah, I thought he hit him on the belt line.
Maybe.
God,
I
dog.
think it was borderline. I think Tony Weeks could have done a better job. But well, that's what you get, man. That's what you get for being subtly racist and then coming into America, having American refs, try, it's like they're gonna stop, they're gonna be a little biased towards Ward.
Man, wow. Yeah, it was a good fight though, man. See,
It was
that's
a
what we're
good
talking
fight.
about, man. See, I see, that's what I mean, man. We just want to see the best fight the best, and at the time, those two were the best fight. I mean, they were. Um,
Hey, and still, I mean, Ward's retired now. You can't technically put him pound for pound, but I mean, who's gonna beat Ward? Who's gonna beat Ward at this point? Is Bellew? What the hell are we talking about here? Bellew's gonna get fucking wrecked by Ward. It's not even close. Maybe it's 3 rounds to Bellew or something, but Ward's gonna lose. I don't see how he's ever gonna lose.
I don't know. Ward been out of action though. He's been inactive, so but it'd probably be a good matchup though, man. It actually be a good matchup.
Yeah,
Um,
heavyweight.
'Cause I was pretty impressed, man. Believe it or not, I was impressed with Bellew.
I
I was
was,
impressed.
especially the second fight.
Yeah, even though David Hay, I thought was kind of like really he's wrecked, but Bellew actually broke him down, man. He broke him down pretty good,
Yeah,
and he stopped David Hay from doing a lot of things that he was trying to do. And David Hay couldn't even get his jab going. Man. He couldn't even get his jab, and his lateral movement sucked, man.
yeah.
And Bellew, I thought he did a good job of cutting the ring off, man. I thought, yeah, it was a lot of people didn't like the fight. I actually, okay, so this is what Tony Bellew capable of doing, But he said though, nah, I'm not gonna fight a guy the caliber of Wilder. I mean, he said I'm not fighting Wilder. Um, but I think he's gonna try to drop back down to cruiser, man. That's probably gonna be his best bet, man. Because he's
No,
stepping
no.
in the likes of Joshua, Wilder, or Ortiz, man. I think it's lights out for him.
Which if he goes back to cruiser, it's lights out. He's got to
Okay.
find.
I mean, who at cruiserweight, man, would give him any problems? Because I mean,
Kasiev, and, uh, and what's his name? Uh, uh, Khabib. 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 And what's his name? Fuck, I can't believe I forget. What was the Ukrainian's name at cruiserweight?
You talking about you talking about Sabransky?
No, not Shabransky.
No, Sabransky got his ass whooped.
The Usyk, Alexander Usyk.
Usyk,
I
Usyk.
mean, both
Okay.
of those guys destroy Bellew. It's not even close. Bellew, his best bet is going to be at heavyweight and cherry picking the right money fight, and that's what he's trying to do with Ward, but it's not going to work out with Ward.
Yeah, I think Ward is a bit. He's a bit too skillful, man. I don't know if he'll be able to. I don't know if he'll be able to do what he want to do with Ward. I think he'll try to use the tactic of using his size to bully him, and that'll be the thing, man. So yeah, and I don't watch a whole lot of cruisers. My favorite divisions are the heavyweight, welterweight, and actually like I like 135 pounds and down. So I watch those. But
You've been watching the Super Series, right? The Cruiserweight Super Series?
no, I hadn't been watching that. I hadn't.
Hey,
I hadn't.
man, it's as good as it's ever been. This is as good as it's ever been.
I have to check in, man, because now, man, on my boxing channel, I've been splitting time with MMA, so I gotta really get back on it because the boxing talk is a little bit more fun. It's fun.
I respect your commitment to women's MMA. You're giving them a voice out there. And they love you, man. These girls love you, coach. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
but I want to see you do more boxing stuff, coach. I want to see you do post fights of the little fights. The fights you don't even cover anymore, man.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, we probably can make that happen, man. We probably can make it happen, and maybe we
Hey,
hop on a live stream, man, and talk again, man. Because that's
hey,
kind
I know if you gotta let me go in a sec, but did you see Dog Bay versus Magdaleno last week?
yeah, man. Like, I'm knocked out, man. Oh, my, I wasn't expecting that either, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Yo,
Yeah. I'm here.
I wasn't expecting that, man. But I thought Magdaleno was gonna go in there and really. I thought he was gonna win easily, man. But I wasn't expecting him to get beat.
I I was very surprised, and so far, I think it's fight of the year, man. I haven't seen a better fight yet.
It was a good fight, man. But I, you know, I respect Bondo. I respect him. I didn't know a whole lot about him, but I knew Magdalena. I knew Jesse Magdalena because I saw some of his previous fights.
I never seen that. I never seen Dog Bay before.
Wow, man. Yeah, it's kind of bad for your career. You get beat by somebody, man. But damn, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
coach. Before I go, I wanted to ask you this final question. In terms of uh, entertaining fights, I'm not talking about competitive fights or good fights. I'm talking about uh, entertaining fights, guys who just let it go. What are the like top two or three best you've ever seen?
Oh man, Thurman versus Porter. Um,
You put that up there?
yeah, Ortiz versus Wilder. Shoot, really entertaining. Mayweather versus Mosley.
Mayweather versus Mosley. Are you? Come
Mayweather,
on, coach. Joking
man,
right now.
I enjoyed that fight, man. Mayweather Mosley. Um, let me see. I'm trying to think who else, man.
Why not,
Salido versus Nico.
dude? You don't put
Yeah,
Daddy Ward up there?
who?
Daddy Ward.
Gotti Ward. Oh man, yeah, that was a brutal. It was a war, man. It was like watching two robots, man, just beat the hell out of each other, man. I
I still
dang, man.
anything like that. Um, my top, I gotta go. Daddy Ward, Morales, Barrera,
Oh,
and
I forgot
and Ron Lyle versus George Foreman.
Lyle versus Foreman.
You
Man,
remember that, right?
I remember Foreman. Gosh, man, I remember all the Foreman's fights. Not Lyle. I didn't watch him fight Lyle, but I watched Foreman fight. I watched him fight. Watched him fight Ali. I watched Foreman when he won the title at 46. Um, Hold on, bro. See, I was an Ernie Shavers fan, man. I was a big time Ernie Shavers fan. And see, my favorite fight, one of my favorite fights, it was when Ernie Shavers fought Brian Morgan. That was one of my
Huh? I've
favorite.
never seen that.
Yeah, man. It was. I mean, it was a good fight. The guy took Ernie Shavers to the limit, though, man. And Brian Morgan, I thought, man, hey, it's this loser, man. He's a loser. But a guy with over 10 losses, man, took Ernie Shavers the distance, man. And Ernie Shavers had like brutal. His knockout power was crazy, man. I
I
mean,
mean, the knockouts or something, the most knockouts in boxing history, or I can't remember. He has something.
no, yeah, he was a knockout artist, man. And then
How many knockouts? He's like 100 knockouts or something.
no, he got like about 65 knockouts, 67,
Insane.
65.
That's pretty.
Yeah. And then I like the fight when he fought Larry Holmes. That was a good fight, man. That was a pretty when he fought Holmes and when he fought Ali. He lost both of those fights, man. But actually, I like the fight, man, because Shavers came to fight. Shavers came to fight, and he can knock you out with one punch, man. That was my big thing about Shavers. So I grew up watching Shavers because, my dad, he was a big Ernie Shavers fan. So I kind of got hooked on him, man. And, we see like the little magazines, and, we'd always knew when he was about to fight. And then when he fought Ali,
Yeah, when he
no,
fought Phil,
when he fought
were
Ali, I wasn't even
you
born
rooting
then.
for?
Well, I saw the fight late. I wasn't born then. But
Okay.
one of my favorite fights when he fought Ali, and he fought, he had a pretty good fight with Ken Norton too, man. And he knocked Ken Norton smooth the hell out, man.
Yeah, Coach. If you ever want to see a couple good fights, just look at Ron Lyle's history because he had one of the craziest brawls ever with Muhammad Ali. If you want to see a great Muhammad Ali fight, Ron Lyle versus Muhammad Ali, absolutely amazing. But him versus George Foreman, that's probably the craziest fight I've ever seen. So many knockdowns.
Even when George Foreman got well past his prime, man, when he was past it, he still
He's
his
still
jab,
not.
man. He still had like that Lansing jab, man. He still had it, and he could keep guys off balance. He wasn't even the best mover back then, but you know,
Not at
um,
all.
his last fight, man, one of his later fights toward the end of his career, man, when he fought a guy named when he fought Michael Moore, man, and I remember that fight, man, when
Oh
he
yeah.
was like Michael Moore and just jabbing him to death, man. Then he just set him up and knocked him out.
It didn't even look like a hard punch to me. It was the weirdest thing.
Nah, man, George Foreman is that Lansing jab of his, man. That thing was crazy, man. And but at the time when he was 45 and 46, still fighting, he wasn't really as mobile. He couldn't move as good as he could, but his hands were still in good shape, and his hands were still relatively fast. So see, I get into a lot of these older guys, and in the Rumble in the Jungle, I remember that, man. Well, I saw it later on after I'd been born. I saw it because my dad we used to sit and watch boxing videos all the time and watch. And we had boxing magazines all over the place, so I kept up. But one of my favorite fights, man, and these guys, Cooney was past his prime, but I like George Foreman and Cooney. That was a good fight, but Jerry Cooney was already past his prime when he fought
Yeah,
him.
yeah. That step in, what was it, like a left uppercut or something at the end? What was that?
Yeah, man, uppercut him and about knocked him off his feet, man, when he hit him.
It was sick. I
But Cooney, he was well past his prime, man. He was past it, and
what was Cooney really? Cooney was a fat fuck, you know.
but dude can knock you out, man. I mean, he had a pretty nice little hard right hook, man.
Yeah,
He can,
plenty of fat guys will not.
yeah, man. Well, we go, man. Man, I appreciate coming on with you, man. Listen, man, we probably never agree on a lot of stuff, but bro, I'm glad to just get on and talk to somebody, man, with a different look, man. It's good, man. This is what boxing talk's supposed to be, man.
For sure, coach. You know, good talking to you, man. You know, it's like for me, this is like talking to like a TV star right now. So like, it's uh
So,
it's cool, man. It's cool meeting you.
yeah, man. I mean, hey, you don't know what guys are like, man, because you're typing to them, man, and you responding to them. You don't really know what a guy's like, man. But I told you I always got a good feeling about folks, man. Like just people. I'm good at that, and I knew, man. I said that's a good guy, man. He just we just disagree, man. We disagree on a lot of stuff, but he's a good guy, man. I wouldn't mind talking. And I was always trying to get you, man. But see, I knew you were a busy guy too, because you would respond every now and then, but then it was very rare that you respond. And when you did, it was always something that was a good comeback. And I'm like, man, I want to talk to this guy one day. I actually want to talk to him. Like, dude, you don't know. I was like, I want to talk to this guy on a boxing chat one day. And yeah, man, I finally got to talk to you, man. Because
Hey,
go ahead. Yes, sir.
you go on.
No, you go for it, man.
Man, I mean, I've always, with internet commenting, it sometimes become too much of just like trying to win a fight, trying to, win the conversation. And that, it shouldn't be like that. But that's what YouTube comment pages can be like. And I'm just glad, we could come on, have like a civil discussion. We don't just devolve into, racist talks, about, oh, you're racist, you're that's when boxing becomes like the worst. I can't stand it when people do nothing but talk about race in boxing. I don't say deny it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm with it, man. I can have boxing talk, and I think me definitely, I roll with who I roll with, and you roll with who you roll with, man. It shouldn't matter, man. We can have a discussion about boxing, and it don't turn crazy, man. I've actually enjoyed this, man. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed the talk, and man, we got to talk again, man. We definitely got to do it again, And I know you're a busy guy, bro. I know you're a busy guy.
I'm not that busy, coach. I'm not that busy. But hey, coach, anytime, just hit me up, dude.
Okay.
Talk
Yeah,
it out.
and let me tell you, it take a lot, man. I'm serious, man. Just coming on and just talking on the fly, man, it's tough, man. It's really hard, man. Because you come in and you used to not really like going on live. It's a struggle, man. My first time, really making a video, man. I was struggling, man. It's tough because you don't know you talking, man, and it's like, damn, you're talking to an audience and people actually. Oh, okay. So you kind of think, man. Like my first video, man, I had to edit it like what 10 times, man, because I just thought everything was wrong with it. So I'm like, oh, well, shoot, just talk. But yeah, man. But definitely. And yeah, man, let's get in again, man. We can talk with other people, and different opinions is okay, man. It's cool. I'm with it.
For sure, coach. Hey, it's been really fun, man. I'll let you go now. It's been interesting. So hopefully we can do it again, man.
Yeah, we will, man. Definitely.
Okay.
All right, bro. Later.
Yeah. Peace out, dude.
Peace.